Hey guys, so I'm back with another makeup tutorial, and if you'd like to see how to get this look, please keep on watching. Okay, so let's get started, y'all. I'm starting off with the P. Louise eyeshadow bases, the Rumor number 5 and Rumor number 2, and I'm going to mix those two and apply it all over my lid and blend them out. I'm starting with a flat eyeshadow brush, and then, I'm taking a fluffy eyeshadow brush to blend out the edges and make it a little bit more seamless. Okay, so I'm going in with the Avani Greg X Morphe palette, and I'm taking that blue color and I'm gonna start applying that with a small eyeshadow brush all over my lid and just basically diffusing it. I'm gonna blow it out. And I'm gonna take another blue later on to kind of blend out the edges a little bit more. And for my eyeshadow, I really wanted to not speed it up so much. I wanted to show kind of how long it takes me to actually blend it out, because it does take time, especially when you're working with bright colors and you have base that you don't set. You really have to take your time with it. And that, yeah, excuse my daughter in the background. She wanted to pop in for my tutorial, so. Now I'm going in with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm grabbing a little bit more of that blue and just blending out the edges. I keep going back and forth between two different blending brushes, as you can see, and the white one is a little bit more dense, so the fluffy one was kind of not doing what I need to do. I need to have a dense brush to kind of get in there. Now I'm going in with this Makeup Revolution palette. I'm taking that light blue color to just blend out the edges a little bit more and make it a little bit more seamless. And yeah, that's what I'm doing, y'all. And now I'm going in with my Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. I'm just applying a really, really thin line, as close to my lash line as possible. And I'm not gonna do a wing. Okay, and I'm going to be going in with that L'Oreal Air Volume Mascara again. And I'm just coating my top lashes right now before I put my eyelashes on. I don't like to put on mascara after my lashes because I like to reuse my lashes. And I feel like it kind of ruins them. I know you can clean them, but, it's just a little bit easier for me. So that's what I like to do. Okay, and now we are moving on to the face. And I'm going to start out with the Hard Candy Mattifying Primer. I've been using this primer for some years now, and I really, really love it. And I'm just going to apply that all over my face. And for my foundation, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in Mocha and the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Foundation in Acra. I mixed the two, and then I blended all over my face with a sponge. And also the sponge I had just picked up the day before from Walmart. It's the LA Color sponge, and I really, really like it. I've been using the e.l.f. one for a while, but this one just is more fluffy, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it blended everything out a little bit smoother. So I definitely recommend it. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Y'all see my daughter keep popping in on me. Okay, now I'm taking that Stick Foundation by Juvia's Place in Sokoto, and I'm just putting it around the perimeter of my face to contour. Okay, and I'm going back in with that sponge to blend it out. And you can see it's blending really, really, really well. I love this sponge. I love it. And when it comes to your contour, take your time and blend it out, because contour can be really, really tricky and you don't want it to be really harsh. And that's one reason why I like using a sponge. I don't know, I just feel like it just gives me more of a, I don't know, it's easier for me. Okay, so now I'm taking the e.l.f. I think this is the hydrating concealer, the camo concealer. And I am, applying it under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, forehead, and chin. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Fenty Beauty concealer and put that on top. I just wanted to be a little bit brighter, so I mixed the two. Oh, I also put a little bit above my lip. I completely forgot that I did that. Excuse me, y'all. And also, I'm really trying to get used to recording. I have a really bad habit of holding the mirrors really, really close to me. So I apologize for blocking, some parts of this whole process. Just bear with me, y'all. It's going to get a little bit better, but I'm struggling right now. And I'm going in with my Wet n Wild translucent powder again. And I'm just setting the areas that I applied my concealer. Whenever I set my concealer, I always dip into my setting powder, and then I pat my sponge on the top to get rid of the excess powder. I don't like to go in and bake immediately. I like to set it lightly first. And now I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium, I think, and I'm setting the rest of my face. Now I'm going to contour my face, and I use the Juvia's Place bronzing palette in Deep, and I just mix the two colors and go over where I already cream contoured. So I'm just buffing it in on my cheeks, forehead, jaw, and I'm gonna contour my nose. And I keep telling y'all, I got a big forehead, so I got to shave the forehead down. I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure my forehead don't look like I should be posting billboards on it. Now I'm taking a smaller fluffy brush, kinda. I don't know, it's not really tapered out. It's not tapered, it's like a flat blending brush. And I use that to contour my nose. Okay, so now I'm going back in with my translucent powder, and I'm going to actually bake now. So you're going to see me put it a little bit under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and under my contour to kind of carve it out a little bit. So yeah, we're going to let that sit there for a little bit, and then we will dust it off later. Now, y'all, what the fuck is this? Okay. That's what I said. I look crazy, but it's okay. It's all part of the process. It all works out in the end. Now I'm doing my brows, and I'm going with the Makeup Revolution brow palette. And like I said, I'm mixing the cream and the powder and just filling in my brows a little bit. I'm not really too dramatic on how I do my brows. I kind of like to keep them as close to the way they naturally look. Yeah, so I'm just doing a little bit to them, not too much. And before I discovered this eyebrow palette, I used to use a eyebrow pencil from Makeup Revolution, and I loved it. But I don't know, I fell in love with this a little bit more, so I've been using this. But if using a brush and the powder stuff is not your thing, I definitely recommend their eyebrow pencil. Yeah, so now we're buffing all that extra powder off, and I'm taking a really, really fluffy brush and just kind of, I'm being a little heavy-handed trying to get all the powder off, because like I said, I don't like it to look harsh. So I just really use my brush to really get in there and get as much of that powder off as I can without, you know, completely getting rid of it. Like I said, for my blush, I don't know, I tend to use eyeshadows for my blush. So I'm taking this Juvia's Place palette, and I'm mixing that pink and that orangey color, and I'm just applying it on the apples of my cheek and kind of blending it toward, you know, where I applied my contour and stuff. And I don't know, I just like eyeshadows better. I feel like I have more variety with the colors, and they're really, really bright, so why not? I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Setting Spray and locking everything in. Normally, I like to keep my face matte, but lately I've really been into, I don't know, just having my face look a little bit more hydrated. So, yeah, I'm obsessed with this stuff, and it smells so good. And it's my creeper face, y'all. I had to do it one time. I can't help it. I do it a lot. Okay, now these eyelashes I actually ordered on Amazon. I think they're like $13. I lost the rest of my pairs of them. I told you I like to reuse my lashes, but I love these fucking eyelashes. I love them. Okay, so now I'm taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills loose highlighter. I got it from my friend in a Christmas set. And it's just like a really, really pretty gold color. I love it because it almost looks wet. I love when a highlighter looks like it's wet instead of looking like, I don't know, like some highlighters can be ashy looking on your face. And these ones just look like you're glowing from within almost. I am obsessed. Okay, so I'm going in with my usual, y'all. It's a dark brown lip liner from, I think it's LA Girl. Yeah, but like I said, I usually apply a dark lip liner before I do any lip anyway, and this is another one of my favorite browns. And I'm just taking it around the perimeter of my lip. I'm not going to fill it in or anything. I am going to go a little bit lower. I am going to blend it out a little bit, but not filling like my whole lips with it. Now I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in Kristen, and I'm going over my lip liner and stuff with it and kind of blending it out with the lip gloss brush. And I'm going to take a little bit of the e.l.f. Jelly Pop lip gloss. I don't know the name of it, but it's the orange one. And I love this too. So y'all, I don't know why I keep forgetting about my lower lash line, but I'm going in with that same blue I put on my lid and mixing it with a little bit of that dark blue, and I'm blending it out. And I'm just going to keep buffing it in, and then I'm going to take a neutral eyeshadow and buff it out even more. That way it's not just a harsh line underneath. See, and there I am with the neutral color, and I'm blending out with like a small fluffy brush. And I'm going back in with a little bit more of that mascara and just putting mascara on my lower lashes. And yeah, guys, that's all I did for my eyes. Besides, yeah, I took some more of that Anastasia highlight and I did apply some to my inner corner. Okay, in this part right here, y'all, I noticed, I don't know, I feel like under my brows looked really, really light. So I went in with like a brown, like neutral eyeshadow, and I just kind of went on top of that area. I don't like how bright it looked. It was really bothering me. And you can see it toned it down a lot, and I liked it way better. And that's it for the look, guys. It's really simple, really easy, and I hope you guys like and subscribe.